tastes of dust and sorrow. He coughs, a dry, rattling spasm that scrapes his throat raw. Each breath is an act of will, a fight against the fine grey powder that hangs in the air, coats his tongue, and stings his eyes. The sun is a memory. In its place hangs a bruised, sullen glow behind a permanent shroud of grey, a light that offers no warmth, only the bare shape of a dead world. This is the great immense. The long twilight that followed the day the mountain god screamed and vomited fire. He is the only one left. He knows this with a certainty that sits like a cold stone in his gut. The others were too slow, too stunned by the sheer violence of the sky falling to earth. He only remembers running, the ground shaking, the air turning to a furnace at his back, and a rolling, devouring cloud of incandescent grey that consumed the screams of his kin. That memory is a burn he cannot soothe. He moves through a forest of ghosts, the giant ferns, once a vibrant green maze teeming with life, are skeletal remains draped in ash, brittle and silent. The earth, once rich with the smells of damp soil and decay, is now a uniform carpet of soft, suffocating powder. His bare feet leave deep, lonely tracks. He is a Homo Habilis, a tool maker, a thinker, but his clever hands and burgeoning mind feel useless in a world so thoroughly unmade. In one hand, he clutches his only link to what he was, a sharpened chopper stone, its edge painstakingly flaked. It is a piece of the old world, a time of organized hunts and shared food, a history of a people now erased. These early humans were not masters of their environment, but they understood its rhythms. No, the rhythm is gone, replaced by a suffocating, unending silence. Hunger is a constant, gnawing companion. The familiar berry bushes are poisoned, the streams choked with slurry. He finds a trickle of water seeping from a rock face, black with soot but wet enough to drink, and he laps at it like a beast. His gaze sweeps the horizon, a habit too deep to unlearn, searching for threats or opportunities. But there is nothing. The great herds are gone. The colossal long necks that once grazed the treetops have vanished. Even the smaller, faster dinosaurs that hunted in the undergrowth are absent. This new chapter of prehistoric life is one of emptiness. He feels a primal fear he has never known before. Not the sharp terror of a lunging carnivore, but the hollow, existential dread of absolute solitude. He is the last flicker of warmth in a cooling world. He stumbles upon a fissure in a limestone cliff, a dark, more promising shelter. It smells of stone and nothing else. He crawls inside, leaving the great twilight behind for a profound, absolute blackness. The chopper stone held tight against his chest. Time dissolves in the black. Days and nights, once marked by the sun's journey, now bleed into one another in an undifferentiated smear of great twilight and profound darkness. He sleeps. He wakes. He shivers. The hunger has become a dull, constant ache, a part of the new landscape of his body. He is a creature of the cave now, a ghost haunting his stone room. The chopper, his last artifact of purpose, lies forgotten on the dusty floor. What is there to shape, to cut, to build in a world that is already finished? This is the stark reality for these early human ancestors. Their nascent intelligence is no match for the planet's raw, indifferent power. This ancient earth has reset the board, and here's a lonely piece, waiting to be swept away. Then a sound pierces the suffocating quiet. It is not the roar of a predator or the hiss of falling ash. It is a low, resonant moan that seems to vibrate through the very stone he leans against. It is a sound from the before time. A call he has heard echo across misty plains at dawn. It is a sound of life. Cautious, every muscle tensed, he crawls toward the mouth of the cave. The animal that makes this call is huge. A plant eater, but in his weakened state. Anything is a threat. He peers out, his eyes slow to adjust to the dim, grey world. The ash falls softly, like a constant, silent snow, and then he sees them. I heard, moving like dark ships through the gloom. Parasaurolophus. He freezes, but not from fear. He freezes from a disbelieving awe that steals the air from his lungs. The dinosaurs themselves are massive, slate-grey silhouettes against the ashen landscape. But their heads are beacons. A soft, internal bioluminescence pulses from within the lung, sweeping horns that crest their skulls. The intricate patterns on their keratino-US crests are alive with light. One glows a soft umber as it lets out another of those mournful calls. In the distance, another answers, its crest dripping with an emerald green. A juvenile, smaller, flickers with a rapid series of pale blue pulses. They are talking, not with sound alone, but with a silent language of living light. This is not just a herd. It is a community, a moving constellation of phantoms navigating the endless night. Their ghostly glow a defiant spark against the smothering dark. The stone in his gut, the cold weight of his own extinction, begins to dissolve. It is replaced by a fire he has never felt before. The hunger in his belly is forgotten, supplanted by a desperate, ravenous hunger in his eyes. He watches for hours as the herd grazes on the skeletal, ash-covered ferns, their lights sweaving a complex, hypnotic tapestry in the gloom. He is no longer just a scavenger in a dead world. He is a witness. The sight is seared into his mind, a vision so powerful it feels more real than the stone beneath his hands or the ache in his own bones. This is the truth of the new prehistoric world. Life, tenacious and impossibly beautiful, finds a way, and in his burgeoning mind, an idea, formless and strange, begins to coalesce. The light must not be forgotten. The memory of the light is a fever. The herd of Parasaurolophus is long gone, swallowed by the grey expanse. But their glowing crests are imprinted on the inside of his skull. In the cave's oppressive blackness, he sees them still. A silent, luminous ballet. The vision haunts him, possesses him. It is an itch deep within his brain, a pressure that has no name. He is no longer just a survivor. He is a vessel for this new and terrible beauty. The gnawing emptiness of his solitude is now filled with an urgent, inexplicable need to give this ghost a body, to pull the light from his mind and make it real in the darkness. This singular obsession marks a pivotal moment in hominid history, the point where the mind turns from merely reacting to the world to actively trying to recreate it. His hands, the clever hands of a Homo Habilis designed for making tools, begin to move. He picks up a charred stick from the remnants of a lightning-scarred tree that fell near his cave. Idly, he scrapes it against the pale limestone wall. A black line appears. He stops, staring. The mark is stone. A wound in the stone. He does it again. Another light. A jolt, electric and profound, runs through him. He has made a shadow that will not fade. Working with a frantic energy born of revelation, he begins to sketch the rough shape of a body, the powerful curve of a tail, and then the long, elegant crest. But it is empty, a dead outline. It has no life, no soul. It does not have the light. He searches the cave, his fingers scrabbling over the cold stone, his eyes seeking anything that is not grey or black. He finds a soft, clumsy rock, the color of dried blood and sunset. He grinds it between two harder stones, his primitive technology driven by pure instinct. It becomes a fine, rich powder. He mixes it with spit, creating a thick, vibrant paste. This is the color of the amber glow. He finds another stone, this one a sickly yellow, and repeats the process. With his fingers as brushes, he dabs the ochre paste onto the shape on the wall. And if you could listen at the dawn of human evolution, you would hear not a call to hunt, but a whisper to remember. He is not painting a dinosaur. He is painting a memory, a prayer, a defiance. He works until his fingers are raw and his body aches, forgetting hunger, forgetting fear, forgetting the ash-choked air. When he is done, he builds a small, sputtering fire, the first he has made since the world ended. In its flickering light, The figures on the wall seem to dance. They are crude, abstract, nothing more than shapes and colors. But to him, they live. The amber crest pulses with a silent, mournful call. The green one ripples in reply. He has done it. He has trapped the phantoms. He has brought light into the endless night. In the face of a cosmic indifference that has erased his entire species, one lone hominid has answered the overwhelming darkness not with a scream, but with a picture, an act that will echo far beyond the understanding of any paleontology to come. The fire will die. The ash will eventually bury the cave mouth. The man, the final, forgotten member of his kind, will turn to dust. But the memory stained on the stone will remain, waiting in the silent dark. This act, born in the crucible of trauma and wonder, is more than the beginning of art. It is the beginning of a new kind of survival. For millions of years, evolution had been a matter of sharper teeth, stronger limbs, thicker hides. But here, in this tomb world, a different path was forged. The ability to hold a complex idea, an abstract vision of beauty seen amidst horror, and give it a physical form that could outlast the self. This was a weapon more potent than any claw or horn. It is the birth of symbolism. The first whisper of the myths and legends that would one day allow Homo sapiens to organize, to cooperate, and to believe in things they could not see. It is the answer to the ultimate question of our origins. What if the most crucial tool for our improbable ascent was never the sharpened stone, but the sudden, shocking ability to give a nightmare a shape, a name, and a flicker of light? We are the stories we tell in the dark. But on the coast, the tides are turning, and a new clan learns that the greatest jaws on earth wait beneath the waves.